but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mills.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Now Mills on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First carry for Nick Chubb. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. 2 yards is the pickup, and that'll be good for a Cleveland first.
The Browns at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always top NFL.
On play action, Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Mills. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. On third down, it's Prescott. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Prescott to throw on 4th. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Darren Waller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
They're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Third and short yardage, Mills. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
On 1st and 10, Mills. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mills. He gets this one to Mechie. And they'll get this down to the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Mills. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. On the give, this is Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. John Mechie, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started.
The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott rolling to his right. That's out to Chubb, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
So the penalty there winds up on the offense, so obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Call it a loss of 5, a good save to bring up 3rd down.
And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks are starting to pile up.
They aren't have a realistic chance in this one. They've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Out of his end zone, Mills.
And that is incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 2nd and a couple. Mills.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mills now. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sacks a great theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one. And that is not winning for him.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Third and long for Mills. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now fourth down. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. That's taken on the 25. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw is Prescott. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. Another completion right back to Patterson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And again, it's Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing, is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie, an interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Prescott. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Robert Spillane. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
To try again after the sack. Prescott. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And my goodness, another interception. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game.
Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Mills' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Off the play fake, Mills. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A first down throw for Mills.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Now Mills.
And connecting here with DJ Shark.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On third down, here's Mills.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DJ Chark, 63 yards.
And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Mills. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mills. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what.
He's got a man complete.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills.
And now here is another interception. 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. What has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Mills. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. They've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Chubb on the counter. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 32. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Prescott. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Prescott. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know you're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they got to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Throwing, Mills. Going for the deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Mills. And Sharp calls it in. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Mills. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw is Mills. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and it's an improvement from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the shotgun, it's Mills. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Mills now. And my goodness, another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, Prescott here to throw. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Throwing. Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And he's caught downfield. It's Waller. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. First down, Prescott. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. To the air again, Prescott. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over. Some might see this as overkill. Remember, this is a team who puts on the hard hats, grabs.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
Let's see what they do here.
One last shot from Mills.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides.
I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get on the